European champions, Cristiano Ronaldo's last chance to lift the World Cup. What do we think?
Last chance and no chance, I think. They're just too old. I mean, you look at the defence and you've got, Pepe, Bruno Alves, Jose Font, they're all in the mid-30s. Ronaldo's now 33. They've got people like Bernardo Silva and Andre Silva that are, the new generation, but I just don't think that they're... I don't think they'll go beyond the quarter-finals. I think that they had a great moment in France and it was fantastic for Ronaldo, even though his final wasn't exactly how he would have planned it. But I just think Portugal are a punch beyond the weight, and they'll find out this time it's just a World Cup too far.
You can do one miracle. I'm not sure you can do two miracles in 2 years in football at that level. I think that there will be a point where their weaknesses and the limits they have will show. And I think they were quite lucky in France, not just in the final, but even to get to the final.
Yeah, well, they were third in the group, weren't they? They would have gone out under the old format.
So I think there's talent there, and like Augie said, especially the younger generation, Gelson Martins as well as Bernardo and Andre Silva and things like that, and obviously the experience and the Ronaldo factor. I just don't think to go all the way, I think is too much to ask.
I agree with you that there are serious limits to the squad. What I would say though is, again, once you get to the knockouts, the way they play, if they want to shut down, get nasty, the fact that they've been there and done that, I think is something that actually does matter. In some ways they're sort of playing with house money, and they've got the individuals who can create out of nothing. You wouldn't write them off entirely. I mean, you certainly expect them, I think, to advance to the knockout phase. And maybe pull off an upset or two.
You wouldn't want to play them, would you, necessily, Raf?
No.
I mean, they're a bit of a mean machine, aren't they?
He's German. He doesn't
Actually, we beat them in every single tournament, so we probably wouldn't mind so much
Unlike
playing
Italy, who
against
you've
them.
never beaten, but of course you don't need to worry about that.
On penalties, I think, 2 years ago. But
the game was a draw, I think you'll find.
as was the semi-final,
Yeah. Which semi-final?
06?
No,
Because it was extra time.
No, I think
Didn't
you find
count.
no, extra time counts. It's penalties that don't count.
Oh,
Penalties aren't part of football.
I'm going to blow the whistle. The subject is Portugal.
Now, Portugal are awkward to play against. You wouldn't like to play them because they can sort of almost drag you down to their level, as they did with France. Having said that, you still don't know, watching that game, whether this is Portugal just being incredibly smart or France in the person of Deschamps being incredibly silly or dumb the way they played.
A bit of both, maybe.
So I don't know. I mean, there's nothing about Portugal that really excites me. Yes, you have Bernardo Silva, Bruma, Gelson Martins, as you mentioned.
But they didn't excite us in 2016 and they won the thing.
No, I mean, they have some kind of an individual talent. There's Rafael Guerreiro, if you can back to full fitness, but as a package.
The first good team they play against, I think, will take care of Portugal.
I think you hit the nail on the head with it. That defence is too old, isn't it?
But that brings you experience, though. And if they play deep, they don't really need the legs anymore.
But when does experience become, your legs are
burden?
slowing?
But in a World Cup, I mean, you're talking, it's a limited number of games. You've got a month to prepare for it. I mean, I don't think it's as much of a factor there as it would be in a league season with the travel, with playing twice a week. To me, the issue is more an issue of quality in bigger positions and finding that right blend.
Pepe did look a little bit rusty for Besiktas, admittedly.
So we think they'll get through the group with Morocco, Iran and Spain in the group. They should go through, shouldn't they? I've got a feeling they're going to wind up in a couple of penalty shootouts somewhere, this team.
It's possible. Yeah, I mean, because of their qualities, as Gabi said, they're almost kind of designed for edgy, nervous knockout rounds. I mean, the World Cup sometimes kind of tightens up and gets a little bit claustrophobic in these knockout stages, and they're the sort of side that don't mind that at all. If anything, they want games to be like that. But still, I think they are more talented sides, and it's only a question of time before they will be coming up against a team that will just take them apart.
I don't think they'll make it out of the group. I think because they play that. I think they play that way that they almost play for draws and play for penalties, but you can't do that in a group, And I think.
So which one of Morocco and Iran do you think you're going to stop them?
That's a long shot, man.
It's a big goal.
I think Iran's. I don't know why we're all laughing about.
No.
They never deliver at all. They always qualify with ease, and they had a great record in qualification. Carlos Queiroz will have a knowledge of the Portuguese squad from obviously.
Yeah, and they hardly let in a goal, do they?
But Morocco,
Morocco have talented players.
Yeah.
Young players.
I think in some ways, the key is the opener against Spain. If Spain go in, and as Raf has said in the past, Spain starting a tournament slowly, they're not so sure. If Portugal get a point from the Spain game, then they're well placed. If they get stuffed in the opener, I think it's going to be really touch and go between them and Iran.
So I think the consensus really here is European champions, but not world champions.